Potter, and I'm the president of the speech and debate team at South. I've been an officer there for about 3 years now.
The past lip syncs, how do you think it's going to be this year?
I think it's going to be really successful this year. We only started lip sync about 2-ish years ago, so I was a sophomore that year. And it went really well the first year. We kind of just run it in order to raise money, so we weren't expecting too many people to join it just because it's a very forensics-like catered thing. Because the people in forensics are very they're very out there, they're very outspoken, they like that kind of stuff, and a lot of people aren't really comfortable being on stage like you would be with lip sync. But because of the sheer amount of people that we have for forensics, we normally make a pretty decent amount of money with it, just with everybody that wants to compete with it.
That's cool. And how does it work?
So the way that lip sync works is the first thing that you need to do is assemble a team. To my knowledge, it's unlimited the amount of people that you can have in a team. Obviously, within reason, you can't have hundreds of people on your team, but you can get your people set up. It can be between 1 and usually it's between 1 and 12-ish people, and you pick out a song. As long as it's school friendly, it can be whatever song, and you submit the lyrics to whoever the president of forensics is. So that year it's me. So they submit the lyrics to their songs. They submit a YouTube recording of their songs. Some people do mashups, some people do musicals, just really any song as long as it's school appropriate and there are lyrics available to it. And you'll choreograph a dance. Some people do little, what is it called, lines in between it too, where it's just normal speaking and not actually talking. But yeah, it's basically just you get your choreography, you get your singing, you get your dancing, you get your talking, and you choreograph a dance and you lip sync it on stage, and you'll compete against, usually it's around 25 teams.
Oh, that many. That's cool.
It takes a pretty long time, actually. It's because it's roughly, I believe, between 3 and 5 minutes per person. So it can be a pretty long ordeal depending on how many teams we have. I believe last year we had only 18, but the year before that we had almost 25. So it takes a little bit of a long time. So sometimes we have to cut back on how much time people are allowed. But
and this is after school, correct?
Yeah, we practice after school the week that it happens, and then other than that, it's just like a normal theater event. It starts at 5:30, and you pay to get the tickets in and all that.
And then you also said you were the leader of or president of forensics this year. What are the benefits of that?
Well, I get to be in charge of everybody, which is awesome. The main reason that I wanted to be forensics president is just because of the control that I get over things like lip sync. Because when it comes to forensics, a lot of people don't realize how much money it goes into it. It's a lot because we have to go out of town for trips. We have to go for districts this year, we had to go all the way to Columbia. So that was a lot of money because we had to pay for hotel, we had to pay for food, we had to pay for our entries. It costs money just to enter into a forensics tournament. So it's a lot of money that goes into it. And then in past years, we've had to travel for nationals as well. We went to Minnesota and Nebraska and places like that. Thankfully this year, nationals is in Kansas City. So we don't have to pay as much money, but we're trying to raise as much as possible in order to do fun things instead. So for instance, this year we could go to Worlds of Fun the day before, just something fun to get it out of the way, because it's a trip nonetheless. It's supposed to be for forensics, but it's a trip. So I get control over the fundraising. So this year we did a Culver's night. There's a Chipotle fundraiser that's in the works. We were thinking about a bake sale for a little bit, and then lip sync. Lip sync wasn't my idea. It was Danny Meyer's idea, who was our president 2 years ago. But it's a really, really good way to get initiative for people to start raising money for forensics, because it's fun. And you can I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, you pay for tickets, and then also the way that we vote for winners is we have this setup of jars, and it has each team name and then who all is on the team on each jar. And what it is you can pay for raffle tickets. You get, I think, 2 free ones just for getting to enter in, but you can pay for more, and you can put however many things you want into the buckets, and then that determines who moves on to the final round of the lip sync, which is 3 people, and then they go at each other, and then whoever wins gets $100.
And then how many schools do you usually compete against?
Oh gosh, it depends on how big the tournament is. The biggest tournament that we competed against was in Liberty, and Liberty had roughly between 30 and 40 schools, which was give or take 20 competitors in each event. Not 20, sorry, 200 competitors in each event. So that tournament's really, really difficult because in order to break finals, it's top 6 in each event. So you need to be top 6 out of 200 people. But then there are also really small tournaments like Park Hill. We went to a Park Hill tournament, and there were maybe 13 teams, I would say. Not really that bad at all, and then maybe 30 entries per event. So it can
really
be, yeah.
deviate
No,
depending
yeah.
on
It
the
really
school.
depends on the school, and it depends on their team and like how many people they have, because we run our own tournaments. So if you have a super small team, you can't really run a super big tournament, because then it's like 20 people taking care of 200 people, and it just doesn't work.
Do you have any advice for anyone who's interested in doing lip sync this year?
What I would say, as somebody who was a little weirded out by the concept of a lip sync at first, is be okay with being weird. It is weird. I will admit, their lip sync isn't the kind of thing that I would be like, oh, I'm totally gonna do that. Like if I see a poster in the hallway saying to enter a lip sync battle, I'd be like, no, I'm not doing that. But it is really fun. It's a really good way to like meet new people, because we have those practices afterwards. It's really fun to see what other people come up with. And then also, obviously, it's fun to be able to express yourself through music and through dancing, and people do fun costumes, fun makeup. But yeah, I would just say don't be scared of being weird. Just do. If you think that it looks fun, do it. Don't be scared, because everybody up there looks weird.
Is this available for every grade?
Yes, anybody can join it. There should be QR codes on the posters throughout the schools. You can just scan it, and that'll give you a link to submit your lyrics and your songs and all that.
All right, well, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.